Hey, how's it going, everybody? Before I get started here, I've got other stuff to show, but I wanted to break it up into categories. So just short videos, as I can't sit here too long or I start hurting really bad. Been finding a lot of chronic pain in my neck and shoulders and shit. So didn't want to sit here for over an hour doing a vid, as I got enough stuff to make a hour plus long vid. So it'll be a few. Otherwise, first one here is going to be video game related. Or just handheld game also. That's the first thing I'm going to show. And this is the first one I've seen out in the wild. So got lucky on this, and it's in good shape now that I've cleaned it up. Anyways, this is from 1980, made by Milton Bradley. Found myself a Pocket Simon. One of the original Pocket Simons, as they did remake this. In fact, I think they got one to where it's a clear case. I'd have to get on eBay again and look it up. I was finding different ones as they made it for a while. Otherwise, this is the original one. And, got it all cleaned up and working here. And that's where there's some stuff on this that I thought different, and also something weird on how they did the batteries that I'll point out. So as you can see, it's working good. Anyways, first off, this is the weird thing. As you can see, it's got a 9-volt and then a couple of AA's. The way they did this for some reason, the 9-volt controls the gameplay and sound. 2 AA's control the lights. Why they did that, I don't know. And on those lights, I thought they would be LED, because 1980, new enough. They should have had them by then, but they didn't. They are regular little light bulbs that screw into place. There's a metal housing, and then they screw in. And they are tiny. They're about the size of the ones you'd have on a Christmas tree. Like if you got one of those fake trees where it's got the lights built in, those type. Just screw in instead of the ones where the wires fold up on the side. So I'm replacing them. I haven't checked it in any of the hardware stores. I don't know if you can get them in like Lowe's or Home Depot or anything. It may be something where you'd have to hunt around online. I'm sure you could find them somewhere online. You can find pretty much everything online, even things you don't want to find online. But they've held up this long, so could be they're just better than usual light bulbs. And speaking of finding them, yeah, I think it was Home Depot. I was able to find the right type of light bulb for the original Simon, which is a weird type. So, got this for $5 at my new Goodwill store. Hence, if I found it the old one, it probably would have been less than $1. Times a changin'. Too much. Because I'm going to be ranting on Goodwill again. Especially when I get to the toys that I'm going to be showing you guys. I got 2 of the same brand of toy, same type. One of them was a lot more expensive than the other, man. Just on where they had it. Or they knew what it was, so they decided to get on damned eBay and look it up. Alright, now for some stuff that I got from my buddy John that runs and owns Video Game World. And these I didn't pay cash for, I got it all in trade. Anyways, got myself a couple of boxed games for the Magnavox Odyssey 2. They're in really good shape. First one is 2 games on 1 cart, so Out of This World and Helicopter Rescue. So, really good shape. And all complete. And the other one here is War of Nerves. Same thing. All complete in really good condition. And then these I just picked up because my name's James. I'm a hoarder of video games and I had to have them. I hope that one day I will get my hands on one of the systems. This is something I'd love to have in my collection in the way of video game systems, but other than online, I've never seen one out in the wild. But So I'm going to have a couple of games. This is about as good as it's going to get in my area. The boxes aren't beautiful, but these two games, I can tell they have never been played. They are very, very clean and in good condition. Anyways, this is for the Fairchild, Channel F. Got games 11 and 12. Let's see, one of these. Find out here. Yeah, okay, it's number 12. Yeah, this one, I gotta glue the end label back onto the card. The glue just gave free. Otherwise, it's like new. This one, other than the usual discoloration that you'll get on stickers, you'll see that with Atari games, to where if it's got any white in the label, and this is the glue that they used, it will kind of bleed through to where it'll look kind of speckly. That's the only thing wrong with it, which for something this old, that's normal. Otherwise, this cart looks brand spanking new. And I agree with some of the other YouTubers. They do look like a friggin' 8-track. They are literally the size of an 8-track tape. So it just screams 70s. And on how it goes into the system, they did this weird where it's got this lip that opens up to reveal the circuit board. That's how I could tell that it's never been played. So that flips down, and then you can see all shiny. There is not a scratch on any of those pins. This thing's never been inserted into a system. So, pretty cool. And both carts got the instruction manuals with them. Like, not much to figure out in these games, man. They are basic as all hell looking. Alright, and also on trade, and I'm going to show one that I already had, as I did a comparison on gameplay. I'd been wanting one of these, and to pay cash, he wanted too much. So on trade, man, the stuff that I traded to him, he charges plenty for, and I got him for cheap, so power to me. Anyways, got myself an Atari trackball, and this is model CX22. Right off the bat, before I forget here, I don't know if it's something came loose to where I got to check it again on these fire buttons, or if they got this separated out for systems that use 2 buttons, like ColecoVision, and possibly the 7800. I can't remember if the 7800 just split it out to where you can have left or right players, or if it's actually got 2 separate fire buttons. Anyways, I only tried this on my 77 Atari, and this is the only button I got to work. Otherwise, tried it out alongside my Wiko here, and the big difference I found is this seems to have slower movement on the games than this. Like Centipede, I was able to zip around really good and just play it like I was at the arcade with this one. Man, it did great for Centipede and also for Missile Command. But this just seemed like it's a little bit bogged down on the speed to where I'd have to open it again. I don't know if there's a way you can adjust that to speed up the movement or not. Otherwise, I'll just leave it alone. This one's freaking mint. So, other than speed, man, they both work really good. Just depends on what game you're playing. And on games, I tried out Centipede, Missile Command, worked great. One of the games where I almost like the Wiko a little bit better, where it's just me, was Crystal Castles. Kept getting killed with the other one as he'd move too fast, and I kept running into the bad guys. The other one I could get more precise. And then, let's see, I tried it on Star Wars. I can't remember which one I liked better on Star Wars Arcade. It might have been the Atari one. On other games, I haven't tried it yet. So, pretty cool. same time as after I made one deal, I went back as I figured I'll dig up some more so I could get the trackball. He'd had a guy come into the store and sell this to him, and he just paid $10 for it. So he was being nice to me. He knew it would be something I'd want, so he sold it to me for cost, $10. Anyways, got a APF TV Fun Pong. Pretty damn good shape. I still need to do some cleanup on it, just cosmetically. Otherwise, it's pretty damn good shape. Also need to spray these again. I got it to the point where it's playable, but they're still just a little bit fidgety. Otherwise, I almost got them working perfect. And I played it off of batteries. There's this one. 2, 3. Yeah, this one uses 6 C batteries. I'm thinking it's powered by 9-volt. Like an Atari, just different adapter. Well, it's not bad for $10. Figured nowadays any of this old stuff's worth grabbing. So that is all the video game related stuff. I think next I'll show the toys, because that really shows how crazy my Goodwill store's gotten on their pricing. It really disgusts me, and I'm sure it's the same thing with you guys when you go to a thrift store and they're doing eBay on their prices. Which, as far as I'm concerned, if you're going to put an eBay price on it, sell it on effing eBay, man. Don't sell it in the damn thrift store for that price. That's why it's a thrift store. We're used to getting stuff cheap at thrift stores, and them days seem to be going away. Especially with the ones like Goodwill and whatnot. Hence, Goodwill is the only chain thrift store I have in town. Which, well, I guess you can call St. Vincent's maybe a chain store. I don't know. Could be my area. Just St. Vincent de Paul. They sometimes have good deals, but they'll pull that too to where they'll look it up on eBay. A lot of them are doing it now. So, have caught them a few times though at Goodwill on stuff to where they've screwed up or just didn't bother to look it up. Hence the toys I'm going to show. So, catch you all in the next vid. Have a good one, everybody.